strands. The political themes of the Gospels, we sort of got there when we had a discussion earlier, when someone said, well, there's hopefully something in the Gospels or whatever, and we chose one text that we'll look at. But actually the themes, again, are a lot wider than perhaps we naturally think of. We compartmentalise some of these into sort of religious titles, religious messages, without realising that they are thoroughly political, and they would have been understood as thoroughly political in Jesus' time. He is the Christ, the Messiah, that is the anointed one, in other words, the true king of God's people Israel. He is the Lord. He is the son of David, David the great king. Son of man being the one in Daniel 7, who represents true human rule against all the rule of the beasts, which represent corrupt imperial rule. He is Son of God, and we might think of that in terms of the second person of the Trinity, in terms of the Old Testament. The King was sometimes called the Son of God. Again, it talks about aspects that we would see properly as political. So, whether you think of Jesus in terms of his titles, there's a whole load there that points to the fact that we need to think about what this says about politics. And his message, well, at the heart of his message is the kingdom, or the reign, or the rule of God. Again, language that is political language. That's what he's talking about. He's expressing the politics of God, God's reign, God's rule, God's kingdom. And for Christians, obviously, Christ's death lies at the heart of our faith, and that death is a very political death. It's the execution by political authorities, the form of execution that was used for those who were seen as rebels. So there are a whole range of political themes. There's not just a few political texts that we might think of, and a few of which we'll refer to. We need to be reading